I'm going to be trying to get all of the finishing rake trims in place. I've got pretty much all of them on the sides. I only got a couple to the peaks. We have 3 peaks to finish. It's this little bit right here, and then going up and continuing on from there. This is going to be like 3 sections in itself. So, yay. If you guys have never done this kind of trim at all, here's your forewarning. This Z trim is a nightmare, and it's on the hips more so than anything else. And having this style of roof and whatnot has been a headache the whole time, I'm not gonna lie. If this was just a straight hip, then this would have gotten just a straight regular like ridge cap type thing. So it's not, and it's been a nightmare, you guys. That one piece right there literally took me about 5 hours total to put in. And it's because, as you can see, each channel of the metal has its own Z trim. And trying to get that to clip in to the rake trim, which here's the piece right here. It's got a piece right here for it. And then it's also got a piece right here at the bottom. So you got 2 sides that you got to clip in, okay? It's not just that Z trim that makes it that much more of a nightmare. It's also this cleat trim right here that goes along. So it's clipped on the bottom and at the top, and then also at the top you end up riveting it in. So that joker is in there, and it took me forever to get in. I'm hoping it doesn't take that long for this side. There's only a few in there, but then again, it's a smaller piece, so it might be a nightmare. I don't know. I believe Mel is making her way on up here. This roof is slick. Yep, there's Mel. She's making her way on up. We're gonna have to start taking off all this plastic. Yeah, so it's getting brittle. And that's gonna be a nightmare to pull off. She'll, yep. That's insane that it's like that, because literally I think it's the heat. How hot it's been and everything else, it really got to it.
I wish that I would have been able to peel this, you know, months ago, Gary.
This is totally on me, I'm not gonna lie. Dang it.
I literally asked, like...
I know. I didn't want to get it scratched up with everybody walking around. We should have done it when it's just me and you. I'm sorry. Thankfully on this backside right here, it's not really that visible. As well as in the future, this whole thing is going to be covered in solar panels. So at least it's going to be that, you know. And it does look like it is flaking off. So if there is a little bit there, it will eventually flake off, you know.
Not the point.
I know it's not the point.
Not the point.
I know. What I've got to do is this. I got to take this piece, like so, bring it on over, and I'm gonna have to lay it out where it goes, and now mark this thing all sorts of up, so that way I know where to cut it, how I need to cut it, make sure I give myself a little bit of excess, and yeah, mock it up to where it's gonna fit there nicely. If you take a look over at this one that is already all set and done, you can see it comes over, clips in, comes all the way over, and then gets into this point, which I actually left a good piece of metal coming out this way. And then I ended up having it go a little and having this one extend over. So I might end up slapping a rivet right there, right where my finger is, just to hold that down a little bit. And then that piece goes up to where that gets cut in some sort of weird fashion to where finally that piece starts going up that way. So It's a lot of cutting a lot of little pieces here and there to get over to the main roof. And that Z trim is not going to make it easy. I'm not going to lie. It was a nightmare for that one piece. So with this piece right here, I got to lay it out just right. I've got it laid out to where it's in my little notch that I've got cut out here. And it's barely fitting. There it is. So you can see I cut that just so that way there's a positive stop for this guy not to have it too far. That positive stop's right there. So now I can come over here, and I followed the rivet line here to see where it was going to end up being, to where I can have a little bit of excess and just do a 90. Okay, well, I did that and I came exactly to where my point is there. So what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to cut 3 inches more, add 3 inches onto that, to where it should give me a little bit of excess to where I can cut and mend and fold whatever I need to do for this next piece that's going to sit here. So I don't want to cut off too much, but I want to make it sure that I leave enough so I can overlap everything and have it flash correctly. And flashing correctly meaning starting from the bottom, going all the way up to the top. So as much as I wish I could have, you know, done other things like the ridge cap up there, this has to go underneath the ridge cap. So it's a lot of little steps back and forth, and this roof has been a nightmare of mine, I'm not gonna lie, especially this hip. But as soon as I get out of this hip, everything should start going together a little bit smoother. Let me grab my snips. See what's gonna happen here. That's gonna lift the material up. That's gonna push that material down. Okay, yeah, that right with the snips. Get my snips out. Come on. Jeez. But now, the other way. Should push that down. Should be big enough for that. Set that down. Okay. Now, this is the tricky part. Got to go somewhere. This is that. I'm not sure how far back. That's gonna be good. I'm afraid that that's not gonna be, or that's gonna be too far over. And since it lined up perfectly up at that top side, drag a glove. This should be that. Mixing up the push and pull. I don't get too much. expand it fully. Nope. Too much. That is it. It looks a little funky. He's looking at it, but that mark was exactly what I needed. Okay. Okay, so you would think that I can just come in this way, push it down, and snap it in, but that doesn't work all the time. It is literally clipping in. I've got one little bit that's not. That's how it's supposed to be. I'm really hoping. Well, that was real time of how long it took. Camera says 19 minutes. That one was a nightmare, but thankfully it went in the way I wanted it to go in. Got these pieces drilled already. Basically, I drill a hole at the connection point there at the end of the Z trim and then start and because each piece is its own individual Z trim. And they get rivets, so pull that rivet in, pop that in there, okay. Alright, so now that I've got that piece installed, you can see that I've got this going to where this is sort of overhanging right here, and this is overhanging with the splice. That way, when I do go ahead and put this piece in place, it will actually all sort of overhang and lay out where it needs to lay out. So let me see, how am I going to mark this guy exactly how I want it? I think I'm going to want to go look at the other one. Coming up right here. I didn't overlap those guys, but I was so done and tired with this crap, man. It's not even funny. And then that guy goes that way quite a bit. This is one of the harder ones to mark, just because of how small it is. Let's go ahead and mark this guy. Let's do that. How that looks. Well, that did not. Alrighty, well, now I've got this whole kicker done. Coming up, now it's going on to the actual roof trim. So, yay! I've gotten to that point. Holy crap, that was a nightmare. So now this side should go in a little bit easier. And then I should be able to finish everything up. It should be one piece to finish this side over here, 2 pieces over here. I think there's going to be about 2. There might be one and a little bit, I think, for this side and that side. And then there's a very small little bit to finish up the mudroom peak right over there. And that's it. So the biggest headache is already all said and done now. And I've got Mel over here ripping up all of the plastic. She's going nuts over here, you guys. I screwed up. I left this thing on here for too long, and it's doing exactly what you guys said it was gonna do.
So now, what can I possibly use to get this off easily? Because it's gonna take me years to get this off 1 inch at a time. What can I use to get this thing off quickly without scratching it? Because honestly, the whole reason why we kept this on here was so that way we didn't scratch the roof. But at this point, the shriveled up and hardened plastic is looking worse than 1,000 scratches anyway, and it's just gonna take us forever. So, any solutions? Because we got Gooby Gone up here and we got a magic eraser, but it's really, really slippery with the Gooby Gone. So yeah, help.
So yeah, there's that. And yeah, we're gonna be messing with that. But anywho, I'm gonna go down, go grab another rake, and we'll keep it rolling. So to get to the next piece, the first thing I'm gonna want to do is get myself that 3-inch cutoff or splice point. So let's do this. Got 3 inches in. So the other ones I was doing about 6 inches in, which I decided not to do that anymore. It's a lot of cut off. There's this little tiny sliver. That off so it doesn't catch anything. Same on this side. Same little thing. So now that I've got that snipped, should be able to bring this guy over and get it laid out on this piece and get an idea of where I need it to all be. I'm gonna have to cut it a little bit at the connection point down here, but bring her up, get that Z channel to start the clip in. Come on. I'm trying to just keep this plane even to where it comes in, because this is a different pitch than this. This is a 512, this is a 312, so it does make it a little bit interesting. Now you can see how that piece is connected in. Now I got to connect that piece somewhat like that. So let's take this marker. Where am I ending at? Right around in here. However, you can see how that almost can go all the way over this way. Should I connect it there? That would probably be the nicest bet if I could connect it. If I can connect that right here, that would be the ideal spot. Now, if I can connect that also right there, that would be the ideal spot. I'm not sure how that's gonna work. I really don't. So let's move some things around and see if that's even plausible. And then go from there. Camera overheated. I'm overheating. Finally got this stupid piece in. I'm so done with this stupid rake system, it's not even funny. Oh, my arms are done. I'm gonna put a rivet in it so I can pin it down. Then I'm gonna go get some water real quick because I am burning up here. I'm overheating. But I got that piece in. Oh my goodness, you guys. That was a nightmare. I almost wish you guys got to see that struggle. What a nightmare. I'm gonna go get some water real quick. And we'll be back at it. All right, well, I just went and got myself some water. I brought Mel her water. She's been up here hard at it. She hasn't even came down yet. She's still trying to get this plastic off. And while I was down there in the mudroom, I was looking around online and I was trying to see, I was like, man, there's gotta be something that we can spray on it or use to scrape it off or anything else like that. And I found a solution or some sort of chemical that you could spray on this, that it won't eat away the paint, it won't damage anything like that. It's got the OK by PPG paint or whatever it is, plus it won't void the warranty on the roof. So I don't want to put too much abrasion or too much anything into the roof and then damage the paint and then now everything else, right? But apparently this is not a just one-off, happens once in a blue type thing where it's stuck on there like this. This actually is a thing that has happened over and over and over out there in the world and whatnot. So they have made a product for this in this situation and everything. So we're gonna end up getting that product. We'll spray it on there and then you can go back with the pressure washer and it will take everything up and it will be clean. So I think that's going to be the better way than having you sitting here trying to get it as best as you can. I guess what they call this is alligator skin.
It's something. At least from like the ground up, it looks great. You know what I mean? It looks great.
You can't really tell that there's plastic up here, you know?
Only the drone shots.
Yeah. Well,
or when you're sitting up here.
It is what it is.
Whatever.
But anywho, we're going to keep it going. I am so happy, babe. I don't know if you noticed.
Oh, I noticed.
Do you see over there?
Oh, I noticed.
You see that trim piece getting in there?
Yeah, I can see it.
All right, so before I left to go grab myself some water, I just put a quick rivet down here to hold it into place. Let me run my eyeball underneath and make sure that the cleat is still clipped in, because if it's not, I don't really want to tack one up there. want to make sure that that cleat is really where it is. And it's good. All right, just make sure. Because once I put this in, that's it, it's there.
Yeah, it ain't going nowhere.
So problem is with where I'm at here, I need to go up this rivet to stay, or this rib to stay close. And I'm gonna wanna, it's gonna wanna pull me that way. I hope I don't get pulled. Thankfully, I am at the peak. This is where it gets interesting. Ooh. Man. All right, we're in that ballparkish area. Now I get to take this off, bring it back down, and hope I didn't screw it up. Oh shoot. Oh, stepped on the rope. And that is fully this side. And then I just got to rivet everything.
I wish the rest of this stuff peeled off like that. That wouldn't be so bad.
This is how it was when we were doing the roof and when I was taking off all the sides, the ones that are off, you know.
Yeah.
And I was thinking it was gonna be off here in about, 2 weeks time, maybe. Everything happened.
Just beat on it some more.
Just send him home. His bags are packed. He's got his airplane tickets. Bring him to the airport. Send him home.
Go in. You're home. Go. Get. You know what? I got something for you. I'm not gonna see it. It's gonna be hidden by the ridge cap. Screw you, you stupid son of a SOB. Go in your home.
Why didn't you just go home? That's your home! Are you too good for your home? Answer me!
Tap, tap, tap-a-roo, huh?
That's right.
That's what I thought. What a nightmare. Price is wrong, bitch. You're in there. This metal is hotter than hot, man. Holy crap. Oh my goodness. That is so dang close. That ain't even funny. That's redonkulous. If I didn't cut that back 6 inches and I cut it back 3, it would have fit. So. Yep, I'm gonna need those cut. You guys, I'm pooped. I'm already burnt. The sun has cooked me alive up there on the metal. And not only that, but the new pieces of trim that we have, all those hems are closed. So where I was hoping that it was gonna be an easy, oh yeah, should be easy, quick. Not so much. Yeah, it's a lot of fighting and messing around with, just like the hips. I'll show you real quick before we take off. Oh. You see that nice open hem right here? That nice open hem. I don't know if you guys can see that on that side, you know? Right? Okay. This is, where's that? This is the new one. Look at that. Is that open? That sure looks closed to me. How about on this side? Is that open? That sure don't look open to me. That's closed. Sun is baking me even more and more, and I'm getting delirious, and I'm like about to like drop from heat exhaustion. So we're gonna call it for you guys, all right? But I hope you guys enjoyed the build. We're gonna be back at it tomorrow and get this thing finished up to where hopefully I can start marking out the ridge caps. We've got a really good week ahead of us, and I wanna finish this roof. So we also gotta order some other stuff to get this plastic off. So there's a lot of things going on right now with all of this. And I'm gonna get off of this and we're gonna go order some stuff, catch our breaths. And this is a good way to start this week because tomorrow we're gonna be back at it. So I think we're gonna catch you guys then. Hope you guys have a good one. We'll see you then. Later.